week 2. Let's start with our game of the week. Featured the Rednecks and the U. It's a back and forth battle, high scoring battle between these two boys. Rednecks pulled it out in the end when Phillip Rivers failed to get the Chargers in the end zone right as Jay Cutler took his team down and got a field goal to win his game. So let's go to fantasy reality against these guys. Fantasy, the Rednecks are a joke. No, that's bullshit. This team is the real deal. Ange made a trade. Looks like she's pulled out another contender by wheeling and dealing off of Nick's failures. Reality is the U is not that bad. He needs some help besides Vincent Jackson and Phillip Rivers. His running backs have got to step up, but I don't see them being a bottom dweller in our division. Figures the matches up the class of the Central against definitely the ass of the Central. Well, some things change, some things stay the same. Sean doesn't score many points. He wins games, he wins divisions. Big Willie, well, he is Big Willie. Let's move on to fantasy reality. Fantasy of these guys, fantasy as Big Willie's team is better than 43 points. I mean, they're not a playoff team right now, but they're better than 43 points a game. He'll be better in the long haul. Reality is the studs win games. Nobody knows how they do it. He has the best combo receiver. That's with Colston. Of course, I have the quarterback in Breeze. But Colston looks like Randy Moss did 2 years ago with Brady. And maybe that's enough to carry the studs with his 65 points a game and win out. We shall see. We shall see. We match up our defending champ, the mighty Steelers, against the Heat Seekers. This one was a low-scoring duel that Steelers ended up pulling out in the end. That's what gamers do. They pull them out in the end. Heat Seekers, he's still seeking some magic. He's got a 0 from Jennings on his bench, and that's just not going to get it done against the Viley champion in the Steelers. Let's go fantasy reality. Reality is Steelers have problems at the QB position. He's going to flip a coin every week, and he hopes it comes up heads. This week it looked like tails as Hasselbeck took his tail out the game halfway through with a goose egg, and Schaub looked like Drew Brees dropping 33 on the Seekers. Let's go fantasy. Fantasy is the Seekers making the playoffs. Worst team in the league by far, by none. Bottom line. Next up, D-Simp against Habibs. Habibs is struggling this year. I don't know, has he used up all of his good RFL karma with his 3 championships, and maybe it's a little changing of the guard here as the Simpsonians look strong 2 weeks in a row. AP is proven out to be the #1 pick, and Cunningham is struggling with a -1 from one of his wide receivers. Let's go fantasy reality. Reality is when you pair up somebody like Adrian Peterson with a stud quarterback like P. Manning, you're going to have a solid team. D-Simp is going to be around when the playoffs come around. Fantasy as we stand right now is Cunningham's getting that 4th ring this year. It's not looking too positive, Con. Sorry, buddy. I welcome Buck back. I told him I would welcome back, and I welcome back with the 2 words I told him I would welcome back, and that's beat down. This game was never close. Buck had a lot of meat late, but all his meat did was made the beat down a little less. Bottom line is, Drew Brees is running one high-powered offense. Hundies on Sundays, Bucky. Hundies on Sundays. Let's go fantasy reality. Fantasy is Buck's going to come back fresh into this league and win this division. Not going to happen. Not with AAA rolling. Reality is AAA's averaging damn near 100 points a week. Drew Brees is running a well-oiled machine, boys. Well-oiled. AAA's going to be dancing this year. I got a good feeling. We address this one. It sparks some motivation, and motivation I will let you know here in a second, but it's almost as if J-Dog grew a lot of red hair and T. Blake adopted him. Wow, this one was ugly. It was ugly from the start. Let's go to fantasy reality. I mean, fantasy speaks for itself. The Shockers will be fantasizing about the playoffs this year. Reality is, although they're dropping 131 points, I don't know that Crooked Eye is 100-point team week. But Crooked Eye is looking to get back. He's got to reclaim his crown and end Sean's reign of dominance in the division. That's what Crooked Eye is looking to do. Shocker's beatdown kind of motivated me, and the beatdown I put on Buck motivated me. It's called What Punk Jump Up to Get Beat Down? And this week we got two prime candidates. We got Buck, who got 100 dropped on his ass, but came back late in the game to keep it close. And then we have the Shot, who just got mollywopped. And I guess that is the Punk's Jump Up to Get Beat Down theme song in the background. But without no further ado, when you lose by 90 points, you are the Punk that Jump to Get Beat Down. Came to. It's the Magically Delicious Award for this week. And I can't think of anybody better to give it to than the one that thinks he deserves it the least. And that's our 4-time champion, the Mighty One. Can't be 7th in the league in scoring and 2-0 and somehow not be eating a lot of damn Lucky Charms. So T.I., I suggest forget about the diet. Do what you're doing best, and that's continue to smash Lucky Charms every morning, evening, and afternoon, because you are magically delicious.